Hey, look. I know I just showed you guys a way that you can throw a one-play touchdown against cover 4 quarters and cover 6 because of the messed up match coverage. But there is a match coverage that won't be bombed by that same setup if you make a little adjustment. It's also a good match coverage against meta formations and meta plays. It's cover 4 palms. If you stick around, I'll show you how to use the cover 4 palms to stop the one-play touchdowns and how it can help you get sacks and interceptions against the popular offenses. Let's get it. So we're going to use the cover 4 palms from the nickel normal, mainly because it has a good pass rush, and you can sub out these linebackers for safeties. You can sub in good man cover safeties like Adrian Amos, Micah Hyde, and Derwin James. So that's just an example of why I like to use it. We're going to jump into the cover 4 palms real quick.
Tweaking off that 2CB, huh? Is he going?
The reason I like to use cover 4 palms over the quarters is because the corners on the outside play out routes a little bit better. So you're going to see here we're going to put Torrey Smith on an out route, and you see when I throw it, that corner is right there to make a play. He even made a pick right there. Sometimes in cover 4 quarters, the corner is just going to drift back, but on those outbreaking routes in palms, they play a little bit better. And it does a pretty good job against the PA crossers like the other match coverage does. You see we got a good block trade right there, but if you look at the back of the end of the coverage, we were able to get good match coverage. So when you saw match coverage, the first thing you would think is, okay, we're about to hit it for a one-play touchdown. But if you make a little adjustment, you're going to stop the one-play touchdown. So I'm going to set up the one-play touchdown real quick. And this is the one-play touchdown setup. So all I would do is I would shade over top, triangle Y, pull the right stick up, and that's about it. Turn those quarter flats into curl flats. I'm going to spy my D line just so that we could have time in the pocket. And what will happen is the fade from Funches will get open, but no longer is Funches getting open. He's getting covered. You got a good safety there and you got good coverage. So now you're thinking, okay, the normal one-play touchdown is shut down. Let me try the one-play touchdown that you can use against cover 6, and that's by using that corner route. So we have to set up the defense real quick. And so now when you see, now you're going to think, okay, now I got to throw to that corner route that was open against cover 6. But if you go ahead and throw that corner route, you're going to see that you're able to click on and pick it off, because now that quarter flat is not double teaming that fade. Now he's just dropping into his curl flat and you can click on and play it. So that's one of the reasons why I like it. You can stop those one-play touchdowns, but it's actually pretty good against a lot of the meta formations, and I'm going to show you guys that next. Now, if you're new to this channel and you find this video useful, hit that subscribe button and hit the notification bell so you never miss an upload. So we have a somewhat meta play in Dagger. It's pretty good because it changes up who runs that crossing route. So a popular setup for here is to just fade the tight end and then pull the slot receiver on the drag. Now, the reason why I like this defense is, like I showed you earlier, the pass rush is going to come in quick, which doesn't really matter in practice mode because you can rush one person and they're going to get to the quarterback. But you have good pass rush, and the match coverage is going to mess a lot of people up. They're going to blindly throw that read right there, and they can easily get picked off or get swatted. So that's one meta play that it stops. Another meta play that is pretty good against is this PA fork under. How a lot of people like to run this is they would drag the outside receiver, fade the tight end, block the running back, and then they would motion this guy across and then snap it. So now it's like two posts and a crosser, but you see, not only are they manned up so you can't really throw them, now that good pass rush is going to hit home to you. And that's the reason why I like it. It does a pretty good job matching against those crossing routes, which are so hard to cover as a user, because if you abandon the middle of the field, now they can just throw against the middle. And if you stay in the middle of the field, there is no zone that's going to cover those soft, deep sideline routes. But match coverage does a pretty good job because as long as you got the right people in there, you got Deion Sanders, Rod Woodson, DRC, you got your good man coverage players out there. You should be able to get good man coverage with it. That's going to be the end of the video there. I just wanted to show you guys that cover 4 palms is pretty useful because it can help you guard the out routes. It can help you guard the crossing routes. It still plays pretty good match coverage against the meta formations, and if you shade over top, you won't get bombed for a one-play touchdown. I also put a pass coverage video out last week. You guys should be able to see a preview of it in the corner or bottom left corner right there, and I'll throw a card up in the top right corner so you guys can check that out. But that's not going to be it for this topic. The video may be over, but the topic of coverage defense is not. What are you guys leaning towards now? Are you guys leaning towards a lot of match coverage, or are you guys leaning towards man coverage? I'm starting to mix in a lot of man coverage on second and third down just to throw my opponent off. I like to run zone coverage. I like to run match coverage. I like to mix it all up. But what do you guys like to do? Do you guys stick to one thing? Do you guys are heavy blitzes? Let me know what your coverage defense is. I appreciate you guys showing up. I'll see you guys around next time. I'm out.